Hi, everybody. I'm not sure if anyone is on yet, but good morning. Happy Sunday. A little bit later this morning than usual. I am going to be shooting this morning during sprints. I have 3 videos that I have planned to shoot today and get edited and up and all the things. So I hope you guys are having a good Sunday morning so far. Let me know what you guys are reading. I am I think 20 minutes away from being done the current book that I'm reading on audio right now. It's really, really good. So I will talk to you guys about that in my wrap up, but I'm almost done. Incidents Around the House by Josh Malerman, which I heard so much about in 2024. And it's really good. So I'll be finishing that one off today. I'm so happy to be getting back into my reading. You guys know that 2024 was such like a crap year for me. I literally read hardly anything. So I'm really excited that I'm finally getting back into kind of the groove of, having an audiobook and a Kindle and a physical book kind of on the go at all times. And trying not to stress out too much about my adult job. So oh, also, I've moved my desk. You guys probably saw in the last video that I did, or my library tour, that I was moving my desk over in front of my shelves. Sitting on the floor was not working for me anymore. I'm old, and I just can't do that anymore. My legs were going to sleep, and it was crazy. So I got my desk moved over, and so much more comfortable in front of the shelves here. And I've got a little heater going. It's perfect. Good morning, Jackie. Thank you so much. This is a dress that I got for Yuletide. It's by a company called Unique Vintage, and I really love their stuff. If you haven't checked out Unique Vintage and you're into kind of like rockabilly style, I would highly recommend them. It's really well-made stuff, and the sizing is like actually kind of what the sizing should be. Like you don't have to buy like a 5XL if you're like an extra large. So check out Unique Vintage. Good morning. Mistress of Horror is on this morning. I don't know if you guys saw, but there have been some announcement videos going out for the Gothic Hearts Reading Challenge. So I am a co-host this year, and DL Tillery is a co-host as well. And so check out everybody's announcement videos. Like I said, I've seen Regina's so far, and I've seen Edie Lewis. So we're gearing up for the Gothic Hearts again in February. So hopefully you guys will be able to join in. Good morning. Hello. How's everybody Sunday morning been so far? Like I said, we're usually like an hour and a half into sprints by now, but I had to hop on a little bit later today, just with other things going on. And I got up this morning, I dyed my hair and did all the makeup and all the things, and I planned my videos and stuff. So it's going to be a bit of a busy day today. Yes, very happy to be off to a good start this year. I really hope that it just carries through and I don't sink back into that slump because, like, I don't know, we put so much pressure on ourselves as booktubers, and if we like, everybody gets into a slump, right? And so I was feeling really super bad about it. So I'm hoping it's gonna keep going here. So, like I said, I'm shooting 3 videos today. So I have 2 that I'm shooting for this channel, my regular Elizabeth Sagewood channel. And then I'm shooting a movie video for my Movie Milestones channel. If you guys haven't checked that out yet, it is linked in most of my recent videos. So I wanted to do something separate for all the movie content. And if you haven't checked out that channel yet, I haven't really done much of a talk on it, but one of the things that I am doing over there is basically giving myself an opportunity to discover new things. Because Matthew and I are serial rewatchers. We watch the same stuff all the time. And then we're like, oh, we have to watch this or that. And we never ever get to it. So like for January, I spun a wheel and we're watching movies from 1988. And we're having a lot of fun with it. I've got quite the list. We're not going to get through the entire list of all of the movies for 1988, but it's just a good opportunity to go back and discover things that you haven't watched in a long time or haven't had a chance to watch over the years. And we always realize if we're out thrifting or whatever, that I'll see something and he's like, "Oh, I've never seen that." And I'm really surprised, or vice versa. So we're kind of choosing our own favorites from years past and giving them a watch together. So I'll be doing a big wrap up at the end of the month for all of the movies that we watched in 1988. So we're having a lot of fun with that. I'm escaping reality this morning and reading vintage YA. Might be Fear Street, might be Babysitter's Club. After sprints, rest of my day be watching football. That sounds like a perfect Sunday to me. I have to say, after I'm finished my filming and editing and all of that, I plan on rotting on the couch as well. Probably watching more movies from 1988, but also we're really excited to watch Heretic. We never got to see it in the theater, and both of us really, really, really want to watch it. So I think this evening I'm making like meatballs and rice and stuff, and we're just going to sit down and probably watch Heretic and just have a chill kind of evening. One of the perks of only doing physical media these days is catching up on it. Yes, absolutely. Um, there's a channel on YouTube called One Too Many, and he does kind of like the same things, and he talks about his top movies of certain years. And we started watching him, and then we would start conversing about things that we were super excited about because it's movies that we hadn't watched in such a long time. So that's one thing that I wanted to incorporate into this new channel, plus like new releases and stuff, and building up our physical media collection and stuff, and thrifting and all of that sort of thing. So it's been a lot of fun. So 1988 had a lot of good movies out, I have to say. And there were definitely some that we watched that neither one of us have seen before, and it's been a lot of fun. What did we watch last night? Oh, High Spirits. That was really funny. Has anyone seen High Spirits? I'm sure you have. Neither one of us had seen it before. I've seen clips and things over the years, but it really harkens back to that time of, Hollywood actually had an imagination. So that's been a lot of fun. Good morning, Amanda. Already on my second cup of coffee. I've had my coffee already. I'm on to my Diet Pepsi, and I have fishies. So I'm going to be snacking while I'm editing and filming this morning. I'm reading Final Dress, yes, by R. St. Clair this morning, finishing it today. It's really good. I have that one on my list. I haven't read it yet, but, just with Regina's love of fashion and that sort of thing, I think it's going to be really, really good. Good morning, Matthew. How are you doing? Yes, absolutely. Make sure you check out One Too Many on YouTube, and High Spirits. It was a really, really good movie. That was our choice from last night. We really have to watch Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Neither one of us has seen it, and we're just right now we're into all of the cheese. We just want all the cheesy horror. That's just like a light sort of popcorn watch. Afternoon here. I spent the morning decorating our bedroom, ceiling, and painted so far, just chilling now. Well, that's been an ambitious morning. I remember back in the fall when I was painting upstairs, it was constant. I do want to paint down here. If you guys saw my recent library tour, I'm going to be doing the library in a purple color, and I'm really super excited about it. I think I'm going to start my February TBR this morning. Fear Street, The Overnight is Calling My Name. I love that book. I think out of all of the Fear Street, that might be one of my favorites. Probably is my favorite so far of everything that I read from Fear Street. So I love that one. Listening on Pango this morning while listening to Twin Peaks episode of the Stick and Landing podcast. Sounds like a good morning. I actually have a bunch of dresses that I have to post within my community here. So probably not today, but I do have to get that done. It's just one of those things that keeps sliding down the list. It looks really fun. And it's one of those things I feel like everybody has seen it except for me. So I'm really super excited to watch it, but also really super excited to watch Heretic, not from 1988. Obviously, it's just out. But if any of you guys have seen Heretic, let me know what you think. I know it made a lot of people's top 10 lists this year or last year, I guess. Yeah, I know. Like I said, it's one of those classics that everybody loves, and neither one of us have seen it, which is amazing. Excellent. Love for Fear Street. That's awesome. Okay, I need to get to filming. So I'm gonna pull up the kitty here, and on the other side, if you haven't let me know what you're reading yet, definitely let me know. Um, there we go. All right, let's start up the kitty, and I hope you guys have a good sprint. We'll see you on the other side. How did everybody make out? I actually got 1 3/4 videos filmed in that 45 minutes. So super, super proud of that. Okay, so we're back to talking about Heretic. I'm still thinking about Heretic, but it also encompasses a lot of what I think is wrong with modern horror. So we'll be interested in your thoughts. Oh, that's thought provoking. So I'm really interested to see that now. Funny enough, there was kind of a similar conversation happening on TikTok last night. I really want to see that new movie called Presence, which is a haunted house movie that just came out, I think, on Friday, just a couple of days ago. And I've seen a couple of people talking about it, and there was one girl that mentioned when she like left the theater, it was like a 6 out of 10. It was just kind of like an okay film, but the more she thought about it, the more it started to climb up into like an 8 or an 8.5 out of 10. So it's one of those ones that makes you think, and I love that. So I'll definitely get back to you on my thoughts on Heretic. Morning, I had my husband watch Ghoulies with me last night. It was so bad. I love it. Reading Beautiful Ugly from Alice Feeney this morning. I've heard of Alice Feeney, haven't read anything from her though. Ghoulies, I think I might have seen it years ago, but I can't really remember a whole lot about it. But that sort of horror comedy cheese is everything that Matthew and I are wanting right now. So I'm really super excited to get to Ghoulies one of these days. Hi, Jen. Looks like she's probably already gone. She hopped on during the last sprint. My daughter is visiting. I can't stay. Wanted to at least hop on and say hello and hit the like button because she's super nice. You know, this happens to me a lot, and I think it's absolutely fantastic that if people can't stay in a sprint, they just hop on to say hi and just, help the algorithm, hit the like button, send a comment. And, you know, I feel like I'm just beating my head off a wall by saying, like, we have the most amazing community here, and we really, really do. So thank you so much, Jen. And I usually talk to her almost daily, actually, over on Instagram. Back from a beer run for my partner. Excellent. So it sounds like you guys are going to have a bit of fun this afternoon. I finished about 30 pages, also had to clean my makeup. You know what? My beauty room is an absolute mess, and my makeup brushes and stuff are like way overdue for a cleaning. So I actually promised myself when I did my makeup to do videos today that I'm going to get to that. I have to clean up my makeup brushes. Guys, I funny enough, I have this sitting right next to me because I talked about it in the Gothic Hearts Reading Challenge. DL Tillery sent me this book last year. It's a book of her poetry, and I did read it. She signed the front for me, which is so super cute. If you haven't read any of her stuff, please do. I think it was in the very first horror tube anthology that we did. Was it Local Haunts that your story was in? Was it I can't remember the name of it now. In a Dark Room, or The Room Within? Was it The Room Within? Let me know if I've totally botched that, but fantastic story, and I fell in love with her writing. So make sure you go out and check out DL Tillery's writing, because she's fantastic. Presence does look interesting. I saw the trailer when I went to see Nosferatu at the cinemas. Seems filmed. Yes, it's through the perspective of the ghost, and they're likening it kind of to the others. They said obviously it's not on the same level of the others, but sort of that very quiet, sort of eerie horror that's a little bit slow, but apparently it's quite thought-provoking. And I'm really excited to get sort of that new take on a haunted house story. So doing it from the perspective of a ghost is really, really cool, and I really want to see it. So I'm hoping it doesn't leave the theater too quickly. Local Haunts, The Room Within. Okay, sorry. Yes, the second one was Fractals, which is another story that I really enjoyed. I do have the copy that you sent right over here on the shelf. And Fractals was one that it kind of hit me in the gag reflex a little bit. but really super enjoyable story, and the poetry is amazing as well. So if you guys are going to be taking part in the Gothic Hearts Reading Challenge, which my video will be coming out today, this is a great option to pick up. What's everybody else up to? I have to do a bunch of editing after I film today, and then I think we're probably going to watch more movies from 1988. So if you have specific suggestions, let me know. I know Big is from 1988, Cocktail with Tom Cruise. There's a whole bunch of them. There's a really weird one. It's a David Cronenberg film. What's it called? Can't remember now. It has Jeremy Irons in it. That looks super weird. So we might throw that on as well. You're so welcome. I love calling out amazing authors and amazing talent on my channel. Reading No One Can Know by Kate Alice Marshall. I've heard of her name. Did I read her before? Kate Alice Marshall. I know I read something from her before, but I can't remember now what it was. It's just okay so far. How is Incidents Around the House? Actually, you know what? I'm enjoying Incidents Around the House. Like I said, I've got about 20 or 25 minutes left of it. But I love, if you have a chance to listen to it on audio, I would recommend listening to it on audio because it is told from the point of view of a child. And I think it's really well done. Like if you have a book that's told from the point of view of a child, it has to be well done. And I am enjoying it. It's definitely creepy in places. And it has a very Coraline sort of feel with the other mommy sort of thing going on. But it is very much like a domestic thriller with like, you know, some family drama wrapped in there. But what I enjoy, because I'm very iffy with family drama, if it's too much in your face and it's just constant whining and fighting and there's not much else going on, then I don't really like it. But this is kind of a well-balanced sort of thriller, so I am enjoying it. I'll let you know though once I finish it up what my final thoughts are. Okay, I'm gonna pull up the kitty again. We're gonna go for another 45. I'm gonna finish off my filming, and then I've got to hop into my editing. I'm doing some pictures today too for Valentine's Day, Lupercalia, that kind of thing. I wanted to get them done in advance, and my thumbnails and all of that kind of stuff. So Rain Man is another one from that year. I won't be watching it because it's one that I've watched before, and I wanted to stick to mostly things that I haven't seen. Mystic Pizza is one that I haven't seen. I know it's on my list. I'm not sure if we're going to get to it this month. It's just one of those things. There's just so many movies in certain years that, like, you know, as people who work full time, we can't watch them all, but I will try to get to as many as I can. Dracula Untold was awesome, 1998. Yes, I remember I saw that one years ago. I haven't seen it for a long time though, but I remember Dracula Untold. Few chapters into the overnight, and it's reminded me of why I love, you know, that's what I mean. Like, Fear Street, the overnight is just, it really hits that Fear Street nail on the head. And you know, you're making me want to reread it now. I might have to reread it this year, maybe in the summertime, because it's, you know, got that camping sort of thing going on. Child's Play, you know, that's the classic from 1988. That's another one, like I said, I'll be talking about probably in my video, but I won't be rewatching it because it's one that we've seen 100 times. But Good Bit of Cheese. Oh, License to Drive. That's another one. Yes, I'm sure I've got that on my list, but I'd forgotten about it. I'm sure Matthew will be really excited to. Okay, so Squirrel, ADHD brain, but Matthew is going to be really excited to see that one, I think, because we love the Coreys. But another one that always gets a lot of flack, and I don't know why, because I love this movie so much, but Mac and Me. Okay, when I was a kid, I never ever saw E.T., which came out in my birth year, actually. But my mom and dad taped Mac and Me off TV, so we had a VHS of it, and I love it. I don't know why it gets so much flack. I know it's cheesy. I know it's kind of a knockoff, but if you put the knockoff thing, if you don't think about E.T. at all in your head, It's fantastic, and you can get it on YouTube. I love that movie so much, and it has a dance sequence in a McDonald's parking lot with a giant teddy bear. Like, how could you not love it? It's so cheesy. It's so 80s. It's just perfect, and I always cry at the end. So if you've never seen Mac and Me, I'd highly recommend it. Yes, They Live is another one that's on our list too. Like I said, we're getting to the end of January now, so I don't know if I'm gonna get to all of the ones that I wanna get to. I might have to come back to 1988 in another month. Spinning the Wheel. So, but They Live is definitely on my list. Okay, perfect. I'm not the only one that liked Mac and Me. Perfect. Okay, all right. So, all right. I feel vindicated now that there are people out there that like this movie. It just every single list that I see with it on there, like people are always giving it so much hate, and I love it so much. They're way worse movies from the 80s than Mac and Me. Yeah, I totally agree. And I think I watched it last year for Old School April, and it was perfect. It was all the feels, it was all the cheese, and, like I said, dance sequence in a McDonald's parking lot back when McDonald's is actually good. Um, Perfect. Okay, I'm vindicated for Mac and Me. Awesome. I feel so much better now. Okay, I'm just gonna set up the kitty here again for another 45, um, and get these videos done. So let's put her up here, and, I'll see I shut off the microphone. I'll see you guys on the other side. How did everybody make out with that last sprint? Angle is a little bit different. I actually moved my table over because I'm doing some photos in front of my shelves. I'm feeling very ambitious today. Getting all the things done. So my videos are all shot. Super happy about that. And just doing some photos and my thumbnails and stuff. And then I'm super excited to go up and get all of my makeup off and my pretty dress and just chill for the rest of the day. I've got to get some editing done for the videos that need to go up today. But other than that, I'm just going to chill. So let me know how you guys made out with your sprint. And I didn't get any reading done for these sprints, but I was very accomplished. Had to do some laundry, but read another 2 chapters. Had to hop. Bye, DL. Have a great Sunday. Love you. Ended up eating lunch, putting on a load of. Everybody's doing laundry today. Matthew is doing laundry today too in our house. He took a break so I could do my sprints and everything, so you guys wouldn't have to hear the washer in the background. Now treating myself to a Shirley Temple. Most excellent. Made it to chapter 9 of The Overnight. Excellent. Like I said, you're making me want to reread it now. Almost finished writing a post for my long neglected blog. Did I know you had a blog? Can you send it to me? Like send me a link or something on Instagram. So sweet. I love this community. Everybody is just so loving and accommodating for everyone else, and we all love supporting each other. I need to catch up on some YouTube videos later on too. Like I said, the weekends for me are just so busy all the time, just trying to make sure that I'm not neglecting anything or anyone. Yeah, my face is so puffy. I'm trying to lose that holiday weight. Whiskey here. Excellent. Yeah, my face is so puffy. I've been trying to lose all that holiday weight. But another thing I talked about in one of my videos that I just filmed is that I am waiting to get into surgery. And I have an appointment tomorrow with my surgeon. So I'm hoping we can get the date booked. I'm having hysterectomy, and I'll be so happy to get that problem dealt with. It's been getting in the way of like my everyday life at this point. I have several fibroids in there, but the big one is 7 inches by 5 inches. So it's taking up a lot of space. I look like I'm 4 months pregnant. And it's really hard for me to get any kind of exercise or anything because there's so much weight and so much pressure in that area right now. So I'll be really excited to finally get that dealt with. I know a lot of women suffer with that kind of stuff. So that's going to be upcoming here, hopefully in the next couple of months. So yeah, I'm going to reduce the time on the kitty. I'm getting very hungry. So instead of going for 30 minutes, I'm going to go for 20. And just finish getting my pictures and everything taken, and then go chill. Matthew is cooking lunch. I told him to put it on in another few minutes, so we should be ready once I'm finished all my filming. So I'm gonna pull up the kitty. And we're gonna hop into this last sprint kind of right away. I know people are wrapping up their days. Sprints were a little bit late today, so we're usually already wrapped up by now and people have started their days. So I'm gonna pull up the kitty and we're gonna go for 20 and get this shiz wrapped up and get going with our days. So I'll see you guys again on the other side. I really wasn't ready for Kitty that time. I'm just trying to work on my thumbnails here for my videos. So how did you guys make out with the last sprint? I think everybody's kind of wrapping up their morning here. So I made that last sprint a little bit shorter than usual. And Matthew is putting on lunch, and I'm really, really super hungry. So I wrapped up a little bit earlier than usual. Yeah, so hope you guys had a good last sprint. What is everybody up to? I will be finishing off incidents around the house today. So I'll let you guys know what I think of that one. Really super excited to be wrapping up a couple of books here that I soft DNF'd. It's actually a really, really great book. And I think I mentioned, I think I mentioned earlier, if you get the opportunity to read it on audio, it's actually quite good. So I'll be finishing that one up today. And there's a couple of other books that I'm working on. I don't think I'm going to finish them today, though, just with all the editing and everything that I have to do. And I do want to spend some time with Matthew as well. So hope all goes well for the surgery. Yes, I'm trying to get as healthy as I can before I go in. Hoping that there won't be too much downtime afterwards. Yeah. And anybody that suffers with fibroids, polyps, ovarian stuff, I feel for you. It's affecting my daily life, which really, really sucks. So I'm excited to get that done. Got another 2 chapters done in the overnight. She'll finish it today. Yeah, I got to put that one back on my list for this year. It's such a good book. I think it really encompasses, I think I said before, it really encompasses the whole air, I guess, of Fear Street. It's just, it's so good. It's one of my favorites. And I do want to read some more in the Fear Street series this year. I read, I think, the first 4 or 5 a couple of years ago, and then I just kind of fell off because there was so much else to read. We were talking about this a couple of weeks ago, I think, that I don't want to get wrapped into just doing new releases all the time and new books and all of that. Like, I want to read what I want to read, and not because I feel like I'm obligated to keep up with the times. So I'm going to be working on that this year. And there's also a readathon. I'm going to be talking about it in my Wednesday video that's coming up for February. That's like picking up books that you've soft DNF'd, finishing off short story collections, series, that kind of thing, which couldn't have come at a better time because I am starting to get back into that kind of thing. So I'm really super excited about that. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys. I want to get my my thumbnail finished, and I'm super hungry, and I want to get out of this dress and the makeup and the whole thing and just relax for the rest of my Sunday. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday. Looks like everybody's almost dropped off, so I'll chat with a lot of you guys over on Instagram, and keep an eye out for my Gothic Hearts video that'll be coming out here in a couple of hours. Have a great Sunday, guys. Bye.